In this video, I'm going to break down how to find the winning product for your brand. So let's say you're a direct-to-consumer e-com brand, you sell multiple products right now. Which one should you be promoting on Meta? Because you do not want to do everything at once. You don't promote all your products, especially if you're constrained by budget. So I'm going to talk about how to find your winning one. I'm also going to share some testing that I did on a brand that we actually own to, again, find out which of the 3 products we were testing was the one that we wanted to push the most. I'm going to talk about why it was a winner, and I'm going to show you the exact roadmap and spend everything that we use to test for this specific brand. So let's jump into it. Now, the example I'm going to give you and the ad account I'm going to show you is from one of the brands that we own. So we work with e-commerce brands to generate them more revenue online. There's actually a link in the top line of the description. You can click that to visit my agency website, book a call, and we can discuss if we can help you. However, we also own e-commerce brands. And one of the brands that we own, we are actively building up through paid media. So the exact system we implement for our clients, we're doing for our own brand as well. Now, when we acquired this brand, it already had products, and there was actually 3 products that this brand already had. They're all products that you apply to your face, they're all oils. And what we're going to do is we needed to test and say, okay, which of these 3 products was actually going to make us some money when we promote it on Facebook, which is the one that customers actually want. Now, we had some hypotheses, we had some ideas like which product we think is going to work. I'm going to let you know right now, it was completely the opposite to what we initially thought would work, but that's fine, that's why we're testing. So let's just jump right into this, and I'm going to share the ad account. So this is inside of the ad account. Now, I filtered by 3 campaigns. These are the 3 main campaigns in the account. If I just sort by spend, you can see it's a relatively new project for us. So we spent about 14.5 grand on these 3 campaigns. But when we started, and what you'll see actually before I even dive into that, you'll see that there's one campaign which is still switched on, and I'll blur out the product names just for a little bit of privacy. But the point is, there's one campaign that is still live and the other 2 are shut because there's 3 products. So we had 1 campaign per product. So first of all, very, very simple. We decided, look, we're going to test. You've got 3 products, we need to test each of them, and we need to decide which one's going to work the best. Therefore, to do that, we're just going to have 3 campaigns, and we're going to standardize a lot of the variables, which I'll talk about, and then we're going to see which one works best. Now, first thing first, it's pretty clear which one's the winner. This one here, the top campaign is still on. It spent 13 grand, 280 purchases-ish. Tracked there for around £48 per sale. That's blended across everything since we launched, because that's really at the campaign level. If I filter by the last 3 days, you can see it's like 21 sales at 33. So that CPA is coming down, and it's continually coming down with more creative testing, etc., etc. The next campaign down is product number 2. So we'll call that first one product number 1. That's our winner. Product number 2, you can see we spent £627 and we had 0 sales. Now, something that's really important to note for this, the actual product value of this specific product number 2, in fact, specifically around all of these products, was around, at the time when we were first testing it, was around £38. Okay, so we had a £38 product value, but we were willing to spend £600 plus to get a very definite decision. Now, a lot of people, when they're doing testing, the problem when they're doing a lot of testing is they don't spend enough over a long enough period of time to actually know what works. So we were very, coming into this, we had no idea, like, one, is this brand even going to work? Because it didn't have a lot of historical performance to go on. In fact, it had no historical performance, especially from ads. So we were like, okay, is this even going to work? So we had quite a high tolerance to actually get some answers back, because we didn't want to, we'd invested in the brand, we'd actually purchased it. There's a lot of other additional costs in running a direct consumer e-com brand. And we thought, okay, the last thing we want to do here is turn things off too soon and not get definitive answers. Because if we actually have to close the business down and say, it's just not working and the numbers don't add up, we want to be very confident in that decision. So we were both prepared, myself and the other director, were very prepared to invest quite a lot into this, just to see yes or no, is it going to work, okay? Now, we got some answers pretty quickly. So these campaigns were launched around the 19th of October. So I'm just going to go back to October, and we can just actually have a look at how everything performed. So let's just do October 1st to the 31st. So you can see here, within the month of October, we'd already got a pretty good indication of what's working well. You can actually see the CPA was £92 on that top product. So even product A, we were losing money like quite dramatically in the first month. But again, it didn't matter, because look at the difference here in terms of cost per purchase, okay? 21 sales at £92, and we were able to spend 1.9 grand. This one here, 0, as I mentioned, at 600, and this one 3 at £453. So 151 sales. So like, there was just nothing like these other 2 products here. So it's like radically different numbers that we were able to have a very high confidence decision. It's product A that is the winner, okay? Let's just go through this a little bit more day by day. So let's just go to the 19th, and let's just look at the first kind of 3-4 days. Okay, so I'll do 19th to the 22nd. So immediately you can see we actually launched this product C a little bit later on. We launched that on the 27th. So product A and B were the first two that we ran against. This was just our ideas. We were like, okay, let's see which one works best. We thought product B was going to work better than product A, not the case. So based on that, you can see we spent £400-ish on both. We'd already had 4 sales at about £100 a piece on this product and no sales on the other one. So it just showed straight away, like right from day one, if I can go 19th to the 20th, 2 sales at 95, 0 sales at 190. So you can just see how straight away we were getting indications of which product was working, and it panned out that way. So if I just do a week, so 19th to the 26th, 10 sales at 108. Again, don't get me wrong, this is still really bad results. Like £108 a sale on a £38 product is not very good. Okay, obviously we're losing money heavily with the brand here, but it didn't matter at that point, because at that point it's not about making money, it's about getting a definitive answer. Which product is going to give us the best inroad for new customers? So if to make it actionable for your own brand, for your client's brand, if you're an agency, what you want to do is you want to say, okay, we maybe have 2 or 3 products to test. We don't need to get like a 3 times ROAS, a 5 times ROAS, or whatever we need to get on day one. We just need to know, should we be going after 7 different products or 1? Like, let's just kind of find out what is actually the right path to take. So that's the reason why we did that. And we weren't really concerned at all about the CPA. We were just like, we just need directional indication, because we're constrained by budget. It's a separate project for our main business. We're like, okay, if we're investing in this, we don't have the budget to spend enough on all 3 channels, on all 3 products until they're making us money. Therefore, we need to go for 1. Okay, and this is the approach we take for our clients as well. Even when we're working with bigger budgets, it's like, what is that hero product that gets customers in, that we can then work on that LTV over time and work on reducing the CPA. So very, very easily, it was clear to see it was product A. Then a little bit later on, so around the 27th, we introduced the second test. Okay, so this is product C, okay, which is now shifted up in the middle because I'm sorting by spend. Product C, we again thought we actually had quite a good confidence in this product. The reason why we didn't launch it at first, I can't remember the exact reason. I believe there was a couple of other indications as to why potentially those other 2 were the ones to test initially, but we actually, we had to go on the data, but we liked this one. In fact, I do remember it was due to Amazon sales. So when we first came on board, this brand had a few sales on Amazon over the duration of the life, and it was something like 12 sales and 10 sales on another product and 3 on another. And I believe that the data suggested the product A and product B were the best products to test. That's why we actually did that when we did Meta, but we did prefer product C, and that's what we actually really hoped would work, and we liked it. So the thing with it is we tested that one as well, but a little bit later on, because the data didn't support suggesting it straight away, and we always prefer to go on data. Now that one actually did do better than product B. Okay, so product C did do better. It had 3 sales at £151, but that's still so far out. And because we'd already found a product that was starting to work better, and you can start to see that CPA already dropped down from 95 down to 78. So we were like, okay, look, you know what? And we tested, I think, for a little bit longer. So if I just pop back to maximum, we spent in total 508 and only had 3 sales at 170-ish. So for us, we were like, yeah, that's enough data to suggest it's not really working. So we cut that one instead, and we focused and doubled down on the individual product that was working, and now that is starting to work better and better. And you can see the CPA drops to the blended, like I say, 48. We've done different pricing tests, different upsells, etc. And if I look at the last 7 days, it's 33. It fluctuates depending again on the week-to-week basis. Okay, same as any brand. But the point is, we're now making really good headway with that one winning product. So now it shifts to other areas. So we're building out our different SKUs. We're working on reducing that CPA still through different creative tests. We are looking at increasing the AOV and LTV as well of the brand through different email backend, etc. So we're building out now the rest of the pieces. Now we know what our hero product is. And we've been able to spend a little bit more money on that, which is really good to see. So again, steps that we took to do this, and steps that we would take for our clients, and steps I'd recommend you take is to, first of all, look at what data already exists. If you have 20 SKUs, can we narrow them down to a specific number that's a bit more manageable? Secondly, okay, cool, now we've maybe got 3 to 5 different products that we need to test. Again, is there any indication which ones we're testing first? If so, go with them. And then you need to test enough budget to get a definitive yes or no answer. I think everyone would agree 630 quid against the £30, £38 product is pretty definitive. You got no sales. By comparison to the other product that was getting sales, it's very clear which product was a winner and which one isn't. Another thing that we did was we kept everything else the same. So just diving into one of these campaigns, if I dive into one of the ones that didn't work, you'll see there's 3 ad sets. Okay, each ad set was running at £50 a day budget, and each ad set is broad targeting. So we're not doing interest targeting on some and different interest targeting on another, none of that. Okay, it's not using any other custom audiences, it's just UK age range, women, broad. Okay, that's it. Secondly, in each campaign, we tested the same 3 concepts, and these are concepts we've seen work across our clients' performance in their accounts. So we've seen, okay, look, we know these specific creative concepts work well. So we tested 3 in each, and in each of them, we had about 3 to 4 different individual creatives. So we had, again, creatives within them that kind of match that concept. So each product got its own fair level of testing with the same criteria, and everything was the same except basically the product and obviously the way that we're communicating the benefits and features, etc. And that's what got us where we are now. So hopefully this is something that's valuable. Without a doubt, choosing the right product to promote on Meta and on TikTok and on Google Ads and on any platform is going to be hugely pivotal to your brand success. Hopefully this is a kind of roadmap for you to take and implement yourselves. Like I say, if you want to work with me and my agency, there's a link in the description, you can do so. Please like, subscribe to this channel, and thanks very much for watching.